Okay, today we're looking at a really gorgeous example of Deadpool from the Ford Arcade. I'm going to show you the basic runaround on how to clean the Deadpool. We have obviously the in-lane, out-lanes, which are pretty straightforward. You have the katana that's blocking the right in-lane. The little Deadpool section over here, you have two horseshoe ramps, one up top here and one in the back. You have the full orbit that goes around with two spinners. Oh, that's actually one spinner and a lock. Then you have this really tight shot over here. It's almost like a nice little loop horseshoe that goes in the back here, right to the left of the scoop. And we also have the other orbit that goes right here with the spinner, your open pop bumpers. He has the ninja star on top, so I'm gonna be very careful not to slice myself open. Then the trough, it's the actual shooting lane itself. It has that special flap that returns the ball back, so we're gonna go under it and over it, and the right orbit as well. But overall, it's pretty straightforward. So using PinSnake 2.0, I'm gonna show you the wet and dry method on how to clean it. And I'm gonna start with the right side. Okay, right underneath the giant katana blade, I'm gonna send the PinSnake right up here. Now it diverts, it opens up. There's a whole open area right where the pop bumpers feed out into this lane. So I'm just gonna slide it right through here, keep the stick all the way down, and go right to that one-way gate. There's a one-way gate underneath this van right here. Now I can actually reach it and lift it up and bring it through and get through there. Or I can just, go ahead and tap it from there. If you're doing the cleaning from the front, you don't want to have to reach all the way back here. Pretty straightforward. Now I can actually push the snake underneath the katana into the pop bumper area. If I want to clean that little section too. There's actually two little areas, kind of like right in here. There's, right there against the rubber and right next to the pop bumper. While I'm here, I'm actually going to just do the little shot right behind the little Deadpool. And you see it's pretty open and straightforward. Now, since it's open, I could just go in there with a rag, but the snake does fit perfectly, so I'm gonna kind of just clean this area without having to, dig my fingers through there. And you can see it's already picking up all kinds of schmutz. These two little horseshoes, we have one that feeds up from the left, goes right into this wire form. I don't have to go ahead and clean it from the bottom of the ramp. I can actually just clean it from the top. I can, there's no reason to go underneath the wire form. It's all open. I can just clean that with a rag normally. But if I do this and just feed it through here, I'm gonna go ahead and click the head just a little bit to the right, give it a little bit of a pretense, and just feed it through all the way. And you can see I can get in there. And the trick is I don't have to go ahead and try and make the full horseshoe. You clean it from both sides. That way I don't have to take the plastic off. So I'm just gonna go in from the wire form side, just feed through, just get right in there. And if you flip the snake upside down, you can actually clean the underside of the plastic too. Just helps get any remnants of dust. So right behind the disco ball, you have another, the same kind of idea. The horseshoe feeds up from the left. The snake-it shot, if you can call it that. I'm going to feed it through here. Just get it right in there. I'm going to go ahead and preset the snake so it's just crooked just enough to lift the tail up so it's out of the way. And the owner of this has a couple of mods on there, so I don't want to knock into anything. So be very careful. You're not forcing anything, just keeping it nice and simple. And you can see it just kind of folds right around there. And if I want to get right where the opto is, feed it right into the wire form like so. Just come right around the other side. I can just pretense it by clicking the head just a bit. Like that. And there you go. Get it right in there. And look at that. Don't even have to break out the screwdriver. Okay, for the left orbit shot, I'm going to start underneath the wire form right where the spinner is. Right here. Just go right and feed it through the spinner all the way. And come through here and go right underneath the back. Right underneath that back horseshoe shot. Now, the thing is, since this is open still, I don't have to start at the spinner. I can just clean this part. When you do a spinner, you go all the way through and come all the way back. You don't want to go halfway and then try and go backwards, because then you will get caught on the spinner. The idea is to go all the way in, all the way out. Now, since it's accessible, I can also just hold the spinner horizontally and just slide it right through. You see I can get all the way right underneath that back section. And that's all buried under the wire form and the other metal ramp, so I don't have to take that apart. And that leads right up to another one-way gate. So since the snake is only so long, I'm gonna pull it all the way up from the spinner, and then I can actually just drop it into the channel past the spinner. Once I get them in here, nice and easy, don't force it. Remember, the snake doesn't go up and down, it only goes left and right, so you gotta be careful. You don't wanna force it, then you might snap it. There you go, now I can bring it all the way through and go right up to that one-way gate right here, right behind Wolverine. Now, I don't wanna go past the one-way gate because I could get locked on it, but I can actually just reach it, lift up the gate, and just go right into the rollover lanes. Give that a good cleaning right there. And then bring it out. Now bringing it out, since it's in there, I want to be very careful. I'm actually going to just drop the stick down against the playfield, past the spinner, and just slowly bring it back. Slides right out. So this little elongated oval shot right here, I'm going to feed it in from the left side. Go right up into there. I can clip the head around a bit, and you can see he can kind of bend through. Here. And then I'm going to come in from the other direction too. You're not trying to make a full loop with it. You want to be able to clean from both ends. Now it's super tight. The ball fits right in there. So you want to make sure that the towel is as tight as you can against the head. Make sure there's no slack. See, just kind of keep it right in there. And pinch it in and feed it right through. And there we go. And I can slowly feed him in. Once I get him in there, I came up to right about here. Now for a little bit more, I can slowly pull it out. I can even turn the snake on its side and use it almost like a scrubbing pad. Go right underneath the wire form here. Get through here. Okay, so right near the Wolverine spinner, you have another little half orbit that feeds into the left orbit. So I'm just gonna go straight right through the spinner. Click, 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 all the way through. I can access the spinner, so I'm gonna hold it horizontally. Just get right in here. Beautiful. Okay, so in the pop-up area, he has these ninja stars up here, so I don't want to like try and dig my fingers through here. I might cut myself open like a real ninja star. But I can also access the rollover lane, so I can actually feed right through here, get around the pop bumpers. And you can see there's a little side section here right behind the katana blade. So I can get through there. I can actually turn it on its side, feed right through here as well. And that feeds into that little feed, that feeds into the feed out that goes into the right orbit. And then while I'm here, just turn on its side and get over the rollover lanes. It'll help because it cleans the sides of the rubber as well. Bring it right through here. Take your time, no rush. Feed it from the bottom. I'm going to guide him all the way up into this. Now, of course, I'm just showing you the versatility of the snake. I could just take a rag and fight my way through this under the wire forms. But for the most part, I'm right here. I already have the snake out. Might as well just go with it. So there's a little bit of a ball trail on the back where the BAM artwork is. So now I just readjusted the snake to expose the ball by moving the towel down one link. I have the ball exposed. And I'm gonna go ahead and do it with a wet application. I'm gonna be using just regular rubbing alcohol. I'm gonna spray directly onto the snake. I like to use 99% alcohol because it evaporates fast. I'm gonna feed it right through this right trough, this right orbit here. And while I'm here, I'm just gonna give it a little push on the head, and it acts like an eraser. You can hear that squeak, you're doing it right. You see it starts to pick up all kinds of stuff. Now there's a little bit here on this side, so I'm just gonna feed it through here. Let's see if I can do this. I'm gonna come from this side again, from the right orbit, come all the way through. There we go. I can reach that, and just using the rubber, in there, I can just push through. There we go. The ball acts like a little eraser. If you're getting a lot of friction, you just spray a little bit more alcohol. Just blast right down there on the field. And there you go. Helps get the ball trail all out. Okay, so cleaning the katana blade inside the hilt, there's a nylon post right inside here. Now, obviously I can't just get the snake in and it'll get caught right against the post. Now you could turn on the machine and fire the coil, but the coil doesn't stay down. It just pops up and down, up and down, up and down. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take a small business card and put it right in there, fold it in half, just place it right on top. So I'm right on top of there. Now I can actually access that by using this almost like a ramp. See if I can get that down, put the snake on top, and boom, gets me all the way through. And see the snake's popping out the other end. And clean out that whole channel. And then pop them out. And then hopefully get the business card out. There we go. Oh, there we go. Just push it down the post. There we go. Boom. Thank you. And that's pretty much it. That's an easy way to clean the katana blade without having to take this whole piece apart. Okay, doing the in lane out lanes is pretty straightforward, and we also can do the shooter lane as well. So since you have this giant katana right over the right in lane, I'm just gonna feed the snake right through, pops right up. And I always grab by the head and tail and do a little seesaw effect. Cleans the rubbers on both sides, cleans the plastics. Just make sure your rollovers are not getting caught. The rollover switches, you wanna make sure they're good. Same thing on this side. Now, I don't recommend doing this with the ball exposed because the ball exposed will catch on the wire and you could absolutely pop it out. So you gotta do it with the ball covered. You do the same thing on the left in lane. And the seesaw it. Bring it back out. Now with the with the left out lane, I always go from the top. I don't try to come from the bottom because this is open. I don't need to snake this. I can just stick a rag in here with my hands. But I can also feed it through here, past the difficulty posts, bring it down, and go through here. Now, if you look at some of the older Williams and stuff like that, they have a special bump on the bottom that prevents a kick out from usually the kicker, or it doesn't roll backwards and back up. So I'm just gonna clean this. On the modern sterns, they don't really have that too much. I'm gonna do the same thing over here. Now, this is covered with the katana as well, so I'm gonna come from the top, feed it through, come down here. Just enough. I can actually go all the way down if I want to, but don't have to. You clean what you can't access. You're not trying to snake the entire machine just by itself. It's a complementary tool to other things. I could take a rag and just do this. So cleaning the shooter lane, this is a premium, so it has that special flap that does the kickback, so the ball comes up here and back into the katana. I'm just gonna go ahead and feed this right underneath here. It goes right into the flap, nice and gentle, all the way through. And then slowly pull it out. And then if I want to clean the flap, there's a piece of plastic on here I can clean right there. Might as well, I mean, I could, yes, take a rag, but I'm right here. Might as well just do it on here. Come from both sides. And then I even turn it upside down, clean the underside of the plastic as well. Just get into here. Gets all that little ball dust out of there. Okay. Last but not least, the little Deadpool, the triple targets. You know, you have the little section here where the ball gets locked. You can just take a rag and put your hand in here, but I already have the snake out. Just gonna go ahead and just give it a once over. Get in here. You're gonna spray with a little alcohol. Like I said, I never spray the playfield directly. I like to spray right onto the snake. Just get the rag just damp enough. I like 91, 99% alcohol. It evaporates fast. I would do a spot test if you're gonna use alcohol on an older machine, but on the modern sterns, they're all clear coated, so you're okay. And that's the pretty straightforward way to clean a Deadpool. It's not too hard, you just gotta take your time. There's not a lot of obstructions in the way. You wanna deal with certain things. The katana obviously being the big obstruction on the right side, but you have 2 little horseshoes, the spinners, 2 lock gates in the back, and especially if you modded it out, you just wanna be cautious. Take your time, and you can see this was a relatively clean machine, and I already pulled up some dust. This machine only has what, 500 plays on it? Yeah, 500 plays, and you can see just by pulling that up. It's never been snaked before, but now it's ready to go. And that's all it is. Thank you so much for watching.